Hello, everybody. Mods, always, I mean it. Thank you for being here. You're always here at the drop of a hat. There's the lifeboat, Honey Bunny. Please tell my girl I love her nap time. It's what a time. What a time. Thank you to everybody who's praying for Tommy, who's sending well wishes, just thinking of healing vibes for him. I don't have really much to update. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Diamond, Tennessee girl. Kay's face made it. Hey, Caitlin. Holy Rogue. Yeah. Hey, West Coast. Robin Miners. Squirrel Girl. Marissa Martin. Donna Cooper. OG Gaslit. Hey, Linda. Hey, Linz. Linz, I thought we did a great show yesterday. I have to say, I really enjoyed that with you. I feel bad. I feel like I'm overthinking it, but hey, Brian Boland. Hey, Honey Lou. Punky. I feel bad about it. I feel like I did all the talking and I just kind of like talked over her. Hey, Allison. No, I just got here, Allison. Hey, Panda. Hey, Susan Trigg, Ghost Rider, Anna Banana, Lynna Swell, FAFO. Hey, Scientology up north. I think your name is it Miriam? You are so pretty and you have the coolest accent. And I got to see you yesterday on Nora's show. And I had no idea you were Scientology up north. Like, it was an honor, honestly, to see you. Hey, Buffy. So, yeah, Linz, I feel a little bit like the balance was off, and I hate that I did that. It's like I feel like I overspoke and I said too much, and I didn't really give you much room to talk. I don't know. I could be overthinking it. It sounds like Miriam. Okay, cool name. Yeah, I just really enjoyed you. Brian Boland, not great, man. Not great. Hey, Luciano. I loved our stream. Hey, Deb. Hey, Jen. Hey, Libby Jackson. Thank you. Hey, Dee. I absolutely loved that stream with Lindsay. I have to be honest. Like, it was very powerful for me mentally. I don't know how to put that otherwise. Like, it really, she said, you're overthinking. It's all good. We're doing another one next week. I'm going to go on her channel. Hey, Debbie Zito. Hey, Megan Roberts. Hey, Pat Jonas. Thank you, OG Gaslit. Hey, DS Kitty. I thought it was too, Diane. Hey, MLG Gamer. I really enjoyed talking to Lindsay. It was just very therapeutic for me. I don't know how else to put it. She makes me feel very, hey, Critters Creations, very comfortable. And I don't even really remember the way I know it was successful for me is like I don't anyway, but like I didn't censor myself. She's very easy to talk to. And I didn't even know what was going to come out of my mouth. That's how comfortable I was with her. Hey, Sue Gibson. I didn't have to think before I spoke or anything like that. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, Marissa Martin. I mispronounce people's names a lot on here, and I'm glad that I asked how to pronounce it. She's a gorgeous woman, and she just has a really cool accent. I met somebody at a coffee shop today. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Hey, Crafty Carrie. A couple, much older couple, probably in their 70s or 80s, from Romania. And they've lived here for 38 years and they just really cool accents, super religious. They were missionaries in Romania and she was so cool. She was like, bless you, bless you. I was like, my goodness, I could use it. Thank you. Hey, Kestrel. Hey, Kathy Shoggins. Hey, Roberta. Whine a little bit more. Hey, Maisie Shiloh. So more people are in here now. Tommy, guys, I don't have a lot of an update. He seems to be in good spirits because he's still flirting with me. Hey, Kim is blue. I was like, babe, unbelievable. He's in the ICU. It's not like they're not taking this lightly. There's something wrong with Tommy's heart. We've known this for a couple of years now. As long as I've known Tommy, I knew that he had heart issues. His heart rate is very high. They're not able really right now to get it down. Hey, Catherine B. I don't know if he would want me sharing this. I don't think he would care, but Buffy, but hey, Aspire. He, as you all know, hey, SoCal Joy, Tommy is a heavy former drug user. Yeah, Joanne, and yes, OG Gaslit. And so he's got, I don't know if you can see them from the computer. Tommy has, hey, King's Kid, track marks all over his body. I'm dumb. When I first saw him in person, he was like, hey, Stuvers, hey, Kim. Um, Kim, you didn't at all. He was like, everybody comments on my track marks when I meet them in person, and I didn't say anything to him. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. Thank you, cursing. Hey, Ewa, I hope your surgery went well. He goes, people usually comment on my track marks. And I said, what are track marks? Hey, Puka Vista. Hey, Holly. He goes, don't you see these scars all over my arms? And I feel so dumb. I thought maybe he was like welding in prison, like in a shop class. To me, they look like scars from being a welder. Like when I was in the eye care field, like welders would come in all the time and have to get like little chips of stuff pulled out of their corneas, like little ember things. And I just thought maybe he had been like doing something in prison, like welding. I didn't know what they were, Miriam. I didn't know. Hey, Karen Cardoza. And he was like, oh my God, that's funny. Like I think when I first met him, he was a little bit nervous for me to see them. And I was like, I didn't even think of it. Like, I didn't look at it. I didn't focus. I don't care about people's bodies, believe it or not. Hey, Renee B. So the point is, he has blown out his veins. And I've known this since I've known Tommy. You cannot get blood from him. You cannot get an IV in him. And hey, Lumen. And so last night, he and I were texting, of course, while he was there. And he said it's been almost 2 hours and it's taken 7 nurses to try to get an IV in him, and they couldn't do it. Nobody could get the IV in him. Hey, Joey Strager. And so, hey, Just Jojo, thank you. So, oh, cool, a hater. So original thoughts. Look at these haters with all these original thoughts. These are smart people we're working with. No, I'm streaming on Lindsay's channel, user, on Monday. So they put in what it's called a pick line. So they put in a pick line last night, which is it's spelled, I was texting people, like I was texting his mom and I said pick, like PICK. I didn't know it's my good friend who's a nurse in here texted me and told me all about what it is. It stands for something, but it's PICC. It's a line that goes directly to the heart, which, yeah, it's actually a really good thing. I was kind of melting down and crying about it last night. Hey, Vince. But apparently it's a really good thing based on what my friend said in here. Thank you, user. Yeah, Miriam, it is. Thank you for validating that. So he's got the pick line thing. He sent me some pictures of it, and it was pretty swift. It was done. He texted me and said, we're done. I think they call it like a minimal, hey, Sadie, thank you. It's like a very mild surgery, I guess. But yeah, so they have that to his heart, which again, okay, Allison, I don't want to name her in case I don't think she cares. Meredith is a nurse. And she knew I was freaking out about it. And yeah, they use them for chemo. They can use them, Pat Jonas, for a lot of things, apparently. I know, like, I've not heard of that for my dad's chemo, but like, for instance, my dad has a port, which I don't know if that's the same thing, but it's like, it's in his skin. Yeah, Megan Roberts. Hey, Cheap Chick. Thank you. So he's got a pick line, which apparently is not as scary as you think it is. Hey, Debbie Gonzalez. Hey, Nicola. It basically, Meredith said that it also is like a much better, I could just find her text, but it's like a much more reliable way of getting medication to him. It also, they can take blood very easily that way. So it's not as scary as you think. So she said, I'm sure his veins are not good, so they wouldn't be able to keep a good IV with the strong antibiotics I'm sure he's getting. Plus, they can draw blood from it instead of trying to stick him over and over to run tests. It's a very good thing that they did that. Hey, Meanie, thank you. His oxygen was at 85, which is really not good. Hey, Gabrielle. She said it sounds terrifying. Once I finished with my patients, they were so happy they had it. She said that, so I said, does it get medication to him faster? And she said, not necessarily faster. They just don't have to worry about the vein going bad and having to keep redoing IVs. Some of those antibiotics and stuff are very harsh on regular veins. Plus, they're probably running blood tests daily or even every few hours, so they don't have to stick him for that. They can draw blood out of it. Some people can even have them in for months to get an IV, antibiotics, or even chemotherapy for their cancer at home. She said, I love PICC lines for anyone that either has terrible veins or will have to have an IV for more than a couple of days. So I don't know. Maybe all of you already knew that. I had no idea. So when you get information like that, it kind of puts you at ease. It made me feel much better about it. So he has one of those in right now. And Donna Cooper, love the stream with Lindsay. Tommy is in good hands. Lindsay is beautiful and intelligent. Isn't she gorgeous? Lindsay is so pretty. She's, you know what I like about Lindsay? She is so, I find, hey, Angie Moe, women are gorgeous to me, but I like women even more who are exotic looking. And I think Lindsay has like very exotic features about her. And I like that. I think it's beautiful. Thank you for your super chat. And we welcome Lindsay. We love her. Yeah, Luciano, I have a port. It's easy for them to get blood. And so maybe it's like a port, like what my dad has. Hey, Jennifer Folsom. But not Angie, Meredith put me at ease about that. And I haven't seen her in here, but thank you to Meredith Lynn for doing it. I actually have, hey, Marie Marion, I have a ton of nurse friends from this community. A lot of you here are nurses. Yeah, Angie Moe has a PICC line now. They're giving it another day, and then they're going to do the ablation. I don't know if you recall, he needed an ablation years ago, and he didn't want to do it. So they're going to do an ablation, and then he may potentially need a pacemaker. There she is, Meredith Lynn. Thank you for putting me at ease and just breaking that down. You guys are so smart. I love having friends like you just because I have such a massive amount of friends just like her, like you guys, all of you guys. It's like I don't think you guys realize how lucky and blessed I feel. Hey, MJ. Hey, Jennifer Folsom, because so it's like this giant, and all of you guys actually put it to use. It's not just me, but it's like this giant community of just a big resource. Like there's so many people that are like, oh, I do this for a living, I can help you. Oh, I do this, I'm educated on this. It's like all I have to do is ask, and people come flying in. Yeah, it's a village of just like uplifting, positive people that all like have backgrounds and experience in amazing areas. Debbie, you got a pacemaker? I feel so much better. I can walk to the bathroom without getting out of breath. Good. I hope that Tommy sees this. It's, hey, Neptunes. Yes, Neptunes, I agree. So let's just all, guys, you don't have to pray if you don't pray, but like, please just warm, healing vibes and thoughts for him. I've kept very close contact with his family, of course, his mother, big time, and I have been talking back and forth. Hey, Cowboy Logic. And, it's just been, I'm trying to just like, it's cool, it's chill, it's okay. Hey, does that make us the village people? That's hilarious, Jennifer Folsom. So I thought that was all good and fine. And then I took my mom out today. I don't know the answer to that, MJ. I'll get an answer to that. He said that his heart rate is not coming down. I don't know what his oxygen. Hey, Tiffany Murfitt. I don't know what his oxygen is today, but like 2 hours ago, he texted me and said, my heart rate is not coming down. I don't know. I mean, it's also a Saturday. I don't know if that I have something in my contact. I'm sorry. You're going to see me doing this throughout the entire show. It's also a Saturday. So I don't know if their better team is there on the Monday through Friday. I don't know how that works. Hey, Professor Kakan. I don't know how that works in a country like Ecuador versus America. Cardiac ablations can take hours to do. It's a complex procedure. Okay. Thank you, Renee B. Hey, DS Kitty, we're here and we love you both. Thank you, DS Kitty, and I love you. Thank you. He needs an ablation on his heart, and thank you for your super chat. Yeah, Debbie Zito. I know a lot of people who've had pacemakers. I'm not ready to even be thinking in this direction with Tommy. Like Tommy being sick or Tommy being super out of breath and unwell for the next however long he lives. Like I want Tommy healthy, and I can't tell you how much I worry. I hate it. Like I already struggle with this being long distance and him there and me here, and I do pretty good with it. I'm not entirely sure. I do pretty good with it, but when this kind of scenario happens and he's like really not well, this is why I went there. Hey, Valerie, a few weeks ago because he was not well, and now I'm like, oh God, like I really just want to go back now and be there with him and be at the hospital. But it like makes your skin crawl feeling when it. And I know you all know this. Hey, Margie Barr, like when you can't do anything, I can't do anything. I can't do anything from here. I can't do anything to help him. All I can do is text and check on him. And for a person like me who already overthinks all the time and just like my mind is constantly going, it's like, oh, I just can't. I hate that I can't do anything about it. Good, Jeannie Hansen. I'm happy to hear that. I don't think a ablation of the heart is like some major. I don't think it's anything major. Yeah, I feel helpless, Jen Finberg. Exactly. Yes, Sharon, I know that. Okay, Angie. Good. I mean, Tommy's father had to have an ablation. I think this runs in the family, and good. Meaning everybody's saying they have experience with ablations, and it's so much better. I saw a sweatshirt that said overthinker today, and I thought of you. Yeah, big time overthinker. Sometimes it's beneficial though, honestly. I don't think it's the worst thing. So God, you guys, today just got worse and worse though, as far as again, I was up a lot last night just thinking different thoughts. And my talk with Lindsay was so wonderful that she had me thinking about stuff and thinking about Tommy. And I took my mom out today. We went to the shop in War Trace. Hey, Beck. And hey, Kat. Speaking of Kat, I'm just going to show you guys because it's so cute. We're driving to War Trace. This is just a side note, really not important at all. But my mom, if you knew my mom, she is. I'm driving and I nearly wreck my damn car because we're driving down this little country road, and my mom's like, "Oh my God, a garage sale! Go left!" And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "How do you see a garage sale sign? We're like out in the middle of nowhere." So I had to turn around my car, which is not easy to do. Like you got to find these like back ass country roads and like pull into people's driveways where they try to shoot you with a shotgun because you're in their driveway for more than a second and a half. So I turned the car around. I know, Kim. And she's like, "Look, see, there's the sign." She's like, "Take a right, go." She's like, it's a yard sale." And I was like, "Mom, don't you think we can maybe hit it on the way back?" And she's like, "No, it's hot out. They might be closed." She's like, "Maybe they pack everything up." She was like, "Let's go now." And I was like, "Okay, because we just need more shit. Like, we can't miss a yard sale out in the country. Like, what could we possibly need?" I'm starting to sound old because in the past I would have been like, "Ooh, stuff. I want to bring home more stuff." Now I'm like, "I don't need anything." Well, I got some cool stuff. Not a lot, but I got this weird metal container thing that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Huxley was like, "What the hell is this thing?" Because I didn't get it out of my car. I was like, "I don't know. I think it's one of those purchases where you regret it, buyer's remorse." I was like, "I don't know what this is." But guys, we met the nicest people. It's a cute young couple who owned the house. They were my age. Dude, it's out here. It's out here in the middle of nowhere. The guy was like, "I work in downtown Nashville." I was like, "Holy hell. Hey, Jersey gal, that's like an hour and a half one way." I can't believe people. I'm like, "Thank you, Lord, for what I do, because I don't want to have to do that." Yeah, Ty Mark. Hey, Ty Mark. So super nice people, guys. But the wife, who I kind of wish I would have gotten like her number or something. I actually liked her, and I don't usually like people. No, Valerie. So we stood there and chatted with these people because the wife's parents were also there. So we had people my age and then we had people more my mom's age. So like everybody was grooving to, there were boomers and there was me and there was this couple. And she comes out. Oh my God, Angie Mo. I can't imagine. Angie, it was like right close to War Trace. This dude, I said, you drive to downtown Nashville for work? He was like, I know, I know. And I was like, I don't think you do know, sir. Hey, Loretta. And guys, this girl comes out like with this tiny little bundle, like she's holding something in a blanket. And I was like, what the hell is that? They found this kitten in a field by their house. Hey, Vicki Andrews. And this thing had to have been 3 to 4 weeks old. It was tiny. I took a picture. I was like, can I take a picture? It was teeny. And he had a big cut through his like chin area and he was beat up in the face. And I was like, and people just blow me away, by the way. I was like, okay, I really don't know that I want to know this story because it turned out sweet. But in the beginning, the husband was like, yeah, he was like, we didn't think it was going to live. We saw it a few days ago over in that field. He was like, and then it disappeared. And I was like, why did it disappear? Like, why didn't you go get it then? He was like, and then 2 days ago, I saw it over by the pond. And he was like, but then it was gone. And I was like, again, like, you're not lifting my spirits and I'm not in the best mood, sir. I was like, can you just email me the rest of this story maybe? Like, and he was like, and then we found it last night. He was like hiding under this bush. And I was like, okay, good. So you guys finally captured it. Okay, great. Like, this story took too long, sir. How hard is it to catch a kitten? Let's be honest. I was like, how did this thing live? I mean, this thing is, I don't know that it's going to survive. It was so small. I think that's what happened to Seamus, to be totally honest with you guys. I think he was taken from his mother way too soon. I think that's why he shits all over the place in my house and doesn't know how to clean himself and doesn't know how to use a litter box. And whenever he gets on my bed, he pulls up the blanket with his mouth and he like walks around with it like Linus from Charlie Brown. He's our special boy. So look at this thing. Oh my God. It's like a preemie. I texted it to Tommy. Hey, Copper. And he was like, Reese, no. He was like, you already have 3 cats, 2 dogs, and you adopted me. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not taking this thing. I can't be feeding any more mouths. I got to hit people up already on YouTube for this shit. Hey, Lenora Gray, look at it. She gave it a bath. Look at how sad. You know what else is really cute, though? I said this. Look at how big his ears are for his body. Like, look at how much bigger his ears are for his tiny little head. Oh, it was so sad. He was just shaking. He was like in that blanket shaking. And I was like, have you fed it? And she was like, no, we don't know. I was like, you need to feed this thing. I was like, it probably, like, I liked these people, but at the same time, I was like, what's going on? Like, do you, what's happening here? Like, I don't know a lot about this world, but I seem to know more than you guys. And I'm a little bit concerned about that. But here's what I hate. I'm like, I don't want to know. Look at how cute. Isn't he so cute? Him's just a little guy. Yeah, Neptunes. I'm not taking that damn thing. Hell no. I can't be feeding more cats. No. So they're going to keep it. They had a really nice home. Neptunes. Really nice home. Okay. Like brand new house. They're going to keep it. But I got really pissed off and I was like, I got to go now. She's like, I'm deathly allergic to cats. So we're not going to keep it inside. I was like, you're just going to toss this thing outside when it gets bigger? And she was like, we're going to have to. And I was like, okay, that's not, to me, like, I don't know that that's the best solution, but I can't be telling everybody what to do. I was like, can it at least like live in your garage? Oh, that's sad, Dark Roast. That's hilarious, Dark Roast. Yeah, I was like, can you at least keep it in your garage? And she was like, oh yeah. He goes, I'm going to put a cat door in so it can go in and out of our garage. And I said, okay, like, all right, I guess that's cool. I said, because I'm a little worried about like winter. right? Like when winter hits and just, the elements, I was like, I really kind of hate the idea of this thing being just, you just feed it, but it lives outside. Hi, Mark. We look forward to meeting him in a few months. I know. I was already trying to give it a name. She was like, do you want to name him? I was like, I can't. Don't name it, Reese. I was like, don't name it. I was this close to being like, I'll take it. Okay, fine, I'll take it. I'll probably go knock on their door in like a week or two and be like, do you guys want this thing? Because I have a YouTube channel and a fucking wish list. And I think between the two of those things, we can just, make shit happen. You guys send Huxley protein, you send Bo bones, you send Punky greenies. Like, I think we can probably add another member. Although then you worry about the Reddit folks being like, Reese stole a cat. Reese stole somebody. Do you guys remember when that happened? Of course you do. I rescued an old dying cat with feline leukemia. How long did he live? 6 weeks with me in hospice. And I stole him out of somebody's home 45 minutes from my house. And just went and swiped him away from this loving mother, father, and 2 children. Hey, Susie with an S, because that's how badly I want your cat. I want to go to your house and steal it so I can take on the responsibilities of this mother effer, feed the damn thing, get it neutered, get it spayed, get its shots. Yeah, that's really what I like to do for a hobby. I know some people like collect coins and shit. Not me. I like to break into people's yards and steal their cats because I don't know, it's just something I like to do. Susan Trigg, you're an angel, and we all know it. And that's what's important, isn't it? And I love you. Thank you for your super chat to Ecuador. Can you please go get him? They don't know what they're doing. No, I can't be saving all these damn cats. I've been here for 2 years today, by the way. Do you guys know that? 2 years ago. Oh, I thought today was June 12th. I lied. Put that up on Reddit. June 12th, yesterday, was my 2-year anniversary being here and my third husband wedding anniversary. Interesting, right? I moved here then, but I also got married then. Different times. Times are different. Just get a bigger house, says Time Mark. No big deal. Just get a bigger house. Yeah, sure. I only make $1 million a year in super chats. Why didn't I think of that? A special friend for our special Seamus, okay, that doesn't help me, that doesn't help at all. Love your new kitty, Bunny Foo-Foo, stop it. I'm a cat burglar. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, I like to break into people's fenced-in yards and just steal their orange cats. I especially like them if they have broken teeth and feline leukemia and they're in active passing mode. That's my favorite time, is to steal an animal when it's decrepit and dying and sick and weak. That's my favorite time to do it. I don't know when you guys like to do it. That's when I choose to do it. Save the kitten, please. Gonna need more than $5 to do that, but I appreciate you dipping it into the jar of the fund. Thank you so much, Renee B. Let's just name him now. I know, I was trying to think. She was like, he needs because he's a gangster. Like, this cat's like 4 or 5 weeks old at the most. Hey, Britt P. And I thought, damn, he's a survivor. Like, I was like, how did he make it this far? When you really think about it, hey, Beth, when you really think about it, like the elements, a bird could have gotten that thing. This thing was like this big. And the fact that the guy was like, well, he was here 3 days ago and then he was there 4 days ago. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What? Hey, Eaglewood. I was like, how did he even survive this long? This thing was helpless. Like, how did he eat? So I'm not sure. Bandit's cute. Yeah, I know. I know. And he's black and white, Bunny Foo-Foo. I was like, I found myself standing there and I was like, well, I don't have a black and white. I was like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I was like, you're sad right now. You're just sad. You're sad about Tommy. You're sad, Panda. Panda would be a cute name. Oh, I would name it. Look, Panda. I would totally name him Panda. I mean, I get it. There's probably a lot of black and white cats named Panda. Hey, Trace. But that would be cute. I was like, we have an orange kid. We have Kid. We have Moose, who's just wears assless chaps. Moose is just naked also, like Huxley. And he walks around in assless chaps all day. And I thought, how cute. We don't have a black and white. And I was like, stop it. Hey, Kyla. Boy, I'd really have to grift for it. The lady is weak. I'm allergic and I have 4 dogs. Thank you, Shelly Kelly, and I love you. Yeah, it kind of bothered me too because she was like, I'm deaf. She's holding this thing. Okay. And she's like, I'm deathly allergic. I feel like people do this when it comes to like having to rescue an animal. Hey, Sherry, they're like, oh, I would take it in a heartbeat, but suddenly I'm allergic to wombats. I can't have capybaras in the house. Get the hell out of here. Like all of a sudden, they're like, I'm allergic to pythons, or I would take your frog in a heartbeat, but frog legs are an allergy for me. Um, yeah, just take some fucking Zyrtec and move on with your life, right? I don't understand. But he was so cute. It was Raymond. Uh I'm surprised. I don't know that it's going to live, to be honest. The way it looked, it was very weak. It had like cuts near its eye. It had a cut under its chin. Now, I told her what vet I go to, and she was aware of it. And I said, please get him to this vet. Like, please go see them. That's where I take all of my animals. Hey, Alicia Johnson, we'll see. People don't fucking listen to me. For the new cat fund, maybe his name could be Capone. That's cute, Case Face. That's real cute. Styro, my donation toward the bribery kitten fund. Great. Guys, this isn't good. This is not good. This is not, we're not going in the right direction. Maybe give it for the pants fund for Huxley. Let's think of a different fund that's not, that may, what could we use it for? How about the Ecuador fund? Truffle cheese fund, anthropology sale. Oh no, we already did that. Just more bones treats, just more bones and treats. Let's just do that. New kitty fund. We can't call it that in case we don't get the cat. And then here's the problem. We're going to get the cat and they're going to be like, oh my God, she stole it. Call the police right now. Call the FBI. She stole the cat. Thank you so much, Styro. Don't tell anybody. Snoopy is a really cute name for a cat. Stop it. Renee B, I don't want to hear anymore. Stop it. Thank you. But thank you for your money. I'd vote for Ecuador. As do I. Ecuador and treats. Thank you, Styro. Hey, Sophia. I like that. Noah's Ark Fund. That's perfect. We could grift for that forever. That could go on forever. Honestly, Anna Banana, like Noah's Ark Fund. Because who doesn't love animals? And if you do, I think you should go sit by Satan if you don't like animals. But that's perfect because we do have 5 of them, plus Naked Huxley running around. I think that that's perfect. And it ties in. So if we get the new cat, great. If we don't, we still have Noah's Ark. Fucking solved. Anna Banana, unbelievable. Here's for the Reese Resistant Fund. Now that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. What if we did like the Cunt Committee Fund or the Pussy Posse Fund or the Squish Mitten Kittens? I think that's fun. I think we can come up with endless funds where it doesn't look like grifting, but we are grifting. Thank you, Joanne Hawley, so that when they take to Reddit about it, I'm already doing all the writing for them. Like they don't even have to make shit up. I'll just do it for them. Yeah, the Reese Resistance Fund. That's catchy. I like it. My donation for your new family member, please. Just Jojo. I like that, and it's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your super chat. The Pound Town Fund. I like that one, MJ. Let's start a Pound Town Fund. I said what I said. I love Case Face. Speaking of Noah's Ark. Did you guys hear it? Now, who doesn't want to give me money for greenies for that little dreamy baby? Her's a dreaming. Punky's a dreaming. Holy crap, Punky. It was really cute, Punky. I love you, Case Face. DS Kitty, Punky. Sorry to wake you up, but holy shit, that was cute. And all I have to do is put up this face and we can just grift all day. If you really want to pull out the big guns and say, please, please buy me greenies. Please go to the wish list and buy me greenies. Is it even real? Even I will give that face money. Good Lord, I'll super chat myself. For Hannibal the Tuxedo Kitty, oh boy, this isn't good because we're probably not going to end up getting the cat, guys. But DS Kitty, you are hilarious. And thank you again for your super chat. Oh, that's so cute, Meredith. How do you say no to this face, Caitlin? Help me, I'm poor. Oh my God, Kristen Wiig. I just saw that clip the other day, Holly. No, I'm with him. No, you're not. You just moved to another seat. No, I'm Mrs. Iglesias. I'm Mrs. Iglesias. No, you're not. You just put on sunglasses. Help me, I'm poor. Help us, we're poor. Let's piss off all the haters and tell them that we don't have any money. Do you think that will work, Punky? Do you think that might work? Do you think they might give us money to buy greenies and truffle cheese? You're awfully little. Wow, it's actually working. Okay, you guys don't have to do this. I was just kind of being joking. Please get him in good shape and foster him. Black and white cats are so great. Black and white cats are amazing, and we don't have one. Maybe he could teach something to Seamus. Maybe they could be friends. Although, I'll be honest, Moose really teaches Seamus shit all the time. Like, Seamus will sometimes poop in a litter box, but he doesn't know how to cover it at all. He just takes a shit and leaves it for Bo to eat it. I chopped her hair off, Lenora Gray. And Moose will go in and cover it up for him. Moose always rolls his crossed eyes and he goes in and covers it up. Thank you, Jenny Gingin. Adventures with Beth. Pandemonium Kitty Fun. Holy crap. Okay, I take it back for my sweet baby. Look at her. She's sleeping, Case Face. Look at her. She falls asleep so fast. How cute is that? I want to call him Chuck Norris. I kind of vote for that. Thank you guys for the super chats. Holy crap. See Jenny Gingin's message. Where? This one? Yeah, they're amazing. Guys, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge cat person. If I had, thank you, Neptunes, if I had my old house that I had in Kansas City, which was close to 4,000 square feet, it was like full of picture windows. I like windows anyway, but I like the sun coming in for an animal. If I had my old giant home in Kansas City, I would have had 10 cats. That's probably not legal, but I love cats. Cats, hey, Weird Wig, thank you again for the protein that you sent for Huxley. I don't know how you did that. I didn't even know it was on the wish list. Thank you. What was it? Oh, cats are dogs are amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs. But cats are bizarrely hilarious to me because they just have such crazy. I have 3 and they all have the craziest, most different personalities. And I feel like people don't appreciate that enough about cats. Cats are bizarre. Cats are so wild and funny. And then how like they'll just have the zoomies and go nuts and like run sideways, and they're so weird. Like every morning I drink my coffee, I kind of sit back in my chair out in the living room and I just sit there and I like fucking meditate or whatever it is. I end up usually answering emails or phone calls, but that would be cool, Luciano. I'd like to get those sticky beds for the windows where like they stick. Tommy and Johnny have that for Squirrel, and it's like a hammock on a window. That would be cool. Every morning I have my coffee. Kid is like laying on my chest. I'm like, I can't even hardly take a sip because she's right there. Same thing in the morning when I wake up. I sleep on my side. She's underneath my chin. Like, I love cats. I absolutely love them. I have a tiny home now. I live in a trailer. Like, it's just not as convenient. Hey, Starlina, if I have to take in another cat, I will take in 2 more cats if I have to. I'm not going to leave any animal out in the bushes to survive. No effing way. Speaking of, oh my, did you know that you were absolutely gorgeous? Did you know that you were kissed by the Lord? She says, please, sir, Please buy me greenies. Cats do life on their terms, but they're hilarious. Lumen and Lumen's our cat lady. I love Lumen and her new cat. Buffy, I'm not sure that she's real. I think she fell out of a pet net. Buffy wants to know if you're real. I feel the heartbeat, but I don't know if that's just something from that place in the mall. What's that place in the mall that makes stuffed animals and they put a heartbeat in it? So you could just be one of those. Hey DJS. Oh, awesome and beautiful, all in one. Gorgeous and chosen by the Lord. Punky is above the rest of society. She's better than everybody else because she was picked by the Lord. Picked by the Lord. Here's the problem with that cat, guys. That lady was attached to it. So I feel a little weird. Build-A-Bear. She's a Build-A-Bear. Oh yeah, I would never buy an animal. I adopt animals, or they just get dumped in my front porch, and I take them that way too. Bo is sleeping over there, and we were dancing earlier. Hey, Peppermint Patty. Guys, I kind of feel good about this lady. I know that she was saying she was allergic. The only thing is, she started crying before I left, holding him, and she was like, "I don't want him to die." She was like, "I'm already so in love with him," and I thought, well, that's all it takes. I mean, sometimes you need a brain as well. But I think that the fact that she loved him so much made me feel better about it before I got into my Honda and peeled the fuck out of there and complained. Shampoo for the cat. How can she be attached to it if she hadn't even fed it? Miriam, you're not wrong, but yeah, take some allergy medication. Take one for the animal kingdom, would you please? Like, I sleep with 5 animals. Do you think my life is wonderful? I literally have to sleep like I'm playing Tetris. I'm like, oh, I don't want to move. I don't want to upset Moose. Do you guys know how Moose sleeps? Do you know how many pictures of Moose that I send to Tommy? And I'm like, look at your criminal ass son. Look at this shit. This is every day. Moose takes up so much room. I'm like, oh, don't be uncomfortable, Moose. I don't want to make you let me shift around that. Look at him. Look at his assless chaps. What an asshole. I'm like, Moose, can you please be a little bit more? Oh, I got the cutest picture of Moose sleeping. Look at this shit. Look at him. I love Moose. He is so funny. He's like, I don't give a shit. You're in my way. Look at Bo trying to be like, I'll just try. I'll just try to sit here with you. Look at the side. Moose is so funny. He makes me laugh so much. He's very smart. Ask Raymond. Raymond has I don't know how to take care of a kitten, Margie Bar, that young. So no, I didn't tell her how to take care of it. Look at this shit. I just took this the other day. Look at those crossed eyes. He's like a honey badger. Are they so cute? Look at Moose. Moose, you can tell somebody's home. Look at Seamus. You're like, hello. He is really, really smart. Moose is he's a very smart cat. They're so funny. How cute is this? I just did that the other day. I forgot to put it up as a short. That's those 2 boys all day long. Look at how cute they are. Moose knows he's a special boy, and Moose is super smart, and he never makes Seamus feel dumb. He never makes fun of him. For instance, Gertie walks around all the time, and she's like, all of you were adopted, but I wasn't. Like, no, she's not your real mom. Gertie's mean as shit. Gertie's like Marilyn Honig. Gertie's like, you guys were adopted, and I wasn't. So I'm like, you shouldn't be like that. Moose is like, don't worry, I gotcha. I'll clean up your poop for you, and then I'll give it to Bo. You're kind of rude to people, especially your fellow brothers and sisters. And she says, I don't have to be rude because I'm better than everybody else. And also, I sit next to the Lord. But also, they were adopted and I wasn't. Punky, that's actually not true at all. I don't know if you know this, but they also are pure blood brothers and sisters here. And she says, no, they're not. They're stupid. They were dumped here and they don't know anything. And I was kissed by the Lord. Peregrine doesn't care at all. Punky, I think that's judgmental. Well, it might be just a little bit. I think it's judgy. She says, it doesn't matter. I've never made a mistake in my whole damn life. You're awfully little, too. I was thinking this today. We're going to get into something horrible that happened, but I'm just not ready to talk about it yet, by the way. I was thinking about this today. I was like, you know those memes that you see and you're like, imagine hating me and I'm just at home doing this. Literally today, I was in my kitchen for a good 10 minutes talking and arguing with her. And I was like, but did you know that you were this little though? Did you know you were going to be this tiny? I think you might be too tiny. And I went over and over it. Oh my God, Sandy O'Connor, gorgeous cat. And thank you for commenting. And I hope you do more often. Hey, Nico the cat. And thank you for praying for Tommy. I was literally in my kitchen arguing with this 5-pound ass. And I was like, I don't know if maybe possibly you're just too little. Do you think there's a chance that perhaps you're too small? And then I thought, imagine how many people right now are trying to figure out how to take down my channel. And I'm arguing with a 5-pound child that she's too tiny. Hey, Hope. Did you know? Like, look at your leggy foots and shit. Did you know that all of this is just like one piece? Like, look at how tiny this shit is. Did you know? Hey, DNB. Punky, did you know that you were going to be this little, though? I think you shrunk. I think we trimmed your hairs and you got even smaller and shit. Really dainty, Buffy. Look at this. Like, she's tiny. It's unreal, honestly. I spend about 60% of my day trying to figure out that equation. Isn't she so cute, Nancy? I have had Gertie for 10 years, and every time I look at her, I'm like, it's brand new. I love her so much. Hey, Shadows Nana. Hey, Tiffany B. I'm not kidding. I fall in love with her every time I look at her. I'm going to have to get her taxidermed. I know you guys think it's weird, but I know, Neptunes, it's painful. It's like I look at her and I'm like, oh my God, I fall in love. I'm like, how? How is this possible? Thank you, Nancy. I think when she dies, I'm not going to be accepting of it. I think I'm going to reject the idea strongly and have a potential like mental small snap. And I think I might have to have her stuffed. I might take her to get taxidermed and just be like, I'm sorry, but like, this is the grieving process, sir. And I'm not going to be able to let it go. So there's that. And I'm a little bit unstable, not like extreme, just, you know, normal, like American kind. And I think that we're going to get her taxidermed and I think we're just going to set her on the shelf and then I'll just pick her up and hold her and talk to her. And you guys will be like, Reese lost it a couple of years ago. We just stay subscribed and support her because we feel sorry for her. But like ever since her dog died and she got it taxidermed and stuffed and talks to it with us on stream, like we just show up for her because we're grandfathered in. So let's get down to what I'm avoiding. I titled this specifically, and you're like, what is Reese's like in a good mood? What's going on? I'm actually not. I'm in a horrible mood. I got some really terrible news today. Thank you, Cursine. I got some really bad news today, and I'm very disturbed by it. I got this news about an hour ago. How long have we been on it? 49 minutes. I got this news about 25 to 30 minutes before I went live. Okay. Right when I set it up is when I set the name of this for that reason. So I've been upset lately. I've been trying to identify the feelings I'm feeling, and things are kind of coming up to the surface from just childhood stuff and just like Scientology stuff and things that are just, what am I trying to say? Like things that are very, to me, so unfair. like so unfair when you really think about. So I have to fix my bra. I got to get new bras. If anybody has any idea about new bras, like where should I get them? I really need new bras. Um, just the injustice of it all, and just I think now that I'm 3 years out of Scientology, did anybody notice this pattern for me that like, hey Debbie, love and life, thank you. You sent you're sending Tommy something on his PayPal. Thank you for doing that. I don't want to ask people to do that, but Tommy's having a bad month. So thank you. Hey, Liz Tricks. Thank you for sending him something. Even if it's small, that helps a lot, Debbie Love and Life. And you've always been so supportive of us. So thank you. Thanks, Raymond. So I'm just struggling with the whole, how many of you realize like from then to now? Okay, Beth. From then to now, Neptunes, you sent him a Venmo. Thank you. I didn't know Tommy had Venmo. Thank you for that. Thank you, Hope. So, yeah, Nico the cat. I feel like, what is his PayPal? Peppermint Patty? I don't know. Hey, mods, is there any way for you to get it from? It's on his channel. I don't know if there's a way for you to get the PayPal link to post here. That would be really nice of you. I'm not asking people to do it. If you want to do it, I'm only doing it because Peppermint Patty asked for it. I feel like I wear Soma bras. I don't like them, Lady O. You could, Allison. That would help. Thank you. I feel like I took Scientology a little too lightly. Like, I think because maybe my mind wouldn't let me go there, if that makes sense. Like, now it's affecting me because it couldn't in the beginning. It would have broken me. Does that make sense? I feel like your mind protects you. I feel like your mind protects you from certain things so that you don't lose your mind or lose your shit or break down. Hey, Erica. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I think in the beginning, I always referred to Scientology as like, yeah, it sucks. Like it was really bad, or I miss my family though. Like I kind of watered it down, and now I find myself, hey Jennifer Ogle, like feeling a point of. There we go. Thank you, Yadira. So Peppermint Patty, Jason, thank you. My mods put up the link to Tommy's PayPal for the lifeboat. If you want to, fantastic. If you don't, it's just like a super chat. It's your choice. No one feel like you have to do that. Don't feel any pressure, but thank you, mods. Oh, I didn't know he had a Venmo at the lifeboat. Interesting. Okay. I will do that. I'll put some cat beds on my wish list. Thank you for that idea. So now I feel like I'm having trouble thinking about it because I feel this like absolute point of rage. I start to feel rage, like very, very heat coming up into my face, angry about Scientology. Whereas before, I think I was just kind of like, yeah, it's damaging, guys. Like it's damaging. Now I feel like I'm like, I don't have words for this. Like I'm really angry at how they treat particularly children and elderly people, like really get the shit end of the deal with Scientology. Raymond, good question. It makes me think of like the stages of grief. Like I feel like we've reached a stage now where I'm like, what can be done about this? Because I'm losing my shit about it quickly. Like just the things I see often posted by Scientology, different sites on Facebook, like all the kids, hey Kelly Simon, all the kids stuff that they're posting. They just posted my niece again. She just completed her first course. She's 5. Just I really, really don't like the actually, Raymond, I was about to answer that. I'm struggling right now. I think it's a several different parts of it, but I'm struggling with so the Church of Scientology in Kansas City in particular, Facebook page, public, open to the public, has posted photos of my family. Like in the last week, many photos of my family and my friends. And I am like, I think I'm trying not to talk about because I'm going to cry. Like, I'm so fucking angry when I look. Um, Lindsay, I don't know if I want to. I'm so angry when I look at their faces because it's my in-laws, it's Huxley's grandparents, it's my friends that I was born into with. It's like they're just posting all these pictures of them and I see them smiling and like laughing or clapping to a completion and I'm like, how did you just forget about Huxley? It's not even me I'm angry about. Give it to me. It's like the haters. Give it. Do it hard. Blast me. Come at me. Call me every name under the sun. I can't deal with it for Huxley. I'm like, they're sitting there in this photo, like smiling. And I'm like, how did you just drop? How do you just cut fucking ties like that to someone that you knew and loved for his entire life? And how do you look so happy? So that's been making me mad for about a week. I just haven't talked about it because I'm stuffing it down. Well, something happened today that I purposely am trying to avoid talking about, but and we're probably going to have to talk about it a little bit this week. I found something out today that I feel a little heartbroken about. I feel mixed emotions about. I feel a lot more sad than angry about. My father is still in the church and has been for since like 1968, 69, somewhere in there. And I have heard most of you have heard me talk about my dad. My dad was really abusive to me and my two sisters. I have two sisters. I'm the youngest, and he kicked us to the curb. All have sad different ways of how he disconnected from us. But my dad, I really, really, really loved and cared about my dad when I was little, even though he was harsh to me and confusing and abusive as shit. I definitely had a connection to my father. And so when he ended that connection with me when I was 16, he ended it in a pretty ugly way. I've told this story many times, but he ended it in a very ugly way where I had been assaulted sexually by two different men when I was 16, and I was on staff at the Church of Scientology in Kansas City. And I got in trouble for those assaults. I wrote them up. I reported it. Of course, Scientology does not report anything to the police. They handle everything in-house. They never, ever report anything to the police. So when my dad found out about it, they had scripted it, kind of like the haters do. I mean, this is nothing new under the sun. They scripted it to where I was in trouble for that. And they put what's called a non-interbulation order on me as a staff member, which is a very, very scary, heavy ethics step process, because if you get the order is posted publicly all over the building on blue paper, and it says like non-interbulation order, Reese Quibell. At the time I was Reese Wally, and it says like Reese is entertaining the men of this organization. She is not to entertain any men for the next 30 days. If she gets any reports written on her in the next 30 days, she will be declared a suppressive person. So it's basically like you're at the end of your rope. If you get one more complaint, you're out of here. And my dad believed that. My dad said to me, like, you've what? And I said, yeah, I have a non-interbulation order, but I said, I reported those men. Like, I didn't do that. I wasn't trying to have sex with them. I wasn't doing any of that. Like, one of them literally showed up in HCO where I worked in my office. I was bent over a filing cabinet, filing ethics reports. And this guy came, I didn't even know he was in the room. And he flipped my body around so hard, it almost knocked the wind out of me. He pushed me back against this hard metal cabinet with handles, and the handle went into my back. and he shoved me and he had his tongue down my throat immediately. I didn't even know what was going on. It was in a split second. This guy was like tongue down my throat, hand up my shirt. Like I was 16, he was probably 50. Like I didn't even if I had wanted it, right? Like either way, it's illegal, it's wrong, and like I didn't even know it was coming. Okay. So I got in trouble for that. And my father believed it. And my father said, I never want to speak to you again. I'm done. He said, I don't call me dad. Don't call me at all. Find your own financial way. And my dad severed ties with me, which was awkward because we both remained in Scientology, right? So every once in a while, over the next couple of decades, I'd see my dad. I would see him at events if he would come to Kansas City. He would just completely ignore me. He would totally pretend I didn't exist. It was super fucking weird. And thank you, Reese, for your hard work and BS you had to put up with. Thank you, Happy Days, and thanks for being a member. That's really a nice thing to say. Thank you. So my dad was not a good person, is what I'm getting at. My dad, I don't have a lot of good stories. There's a few like fond memories I have of my dad. I love you too, Valerie, but like it's one of those things where they say it takes a woman 7 times to recognize abuse and leave an abusive relationship. I don't know that I've reached the 7 times, to be honest, because I still love my dad. Like there's no reason for me to love my dad. And I spent a lot of time thinking I hated my dad. My 20s and most of my 30s, I really thought I hated my father. I really hoped the worst for him. And it's like what I found out in therapy, which was there's this black box and it contains the love from your father and you've been chasing it forever. You're never going to know what's in it. Only your dad knows what's in it. You're never going to find it. You can fabricate it, but you'll never know what was in it. And so I've always, thank you, Kim Gray. I've always wanted to hate my father. And I contain a lot of anger toward him, emotions, right? But as I've gotten older and chilled out and made peace in my life with a lot of things, the hate is totally worn off. And I found that I don't hate him at all. And all these years, even on YouTube, I've been saying, like, I've worked through it with you guys. And I'm like, I'd love to go find my dad. I'd love to fucking tell him off. I'd love to tell him what a shitty parent he was and that I've had a great life, even though you weren't part of it. You have an amazing grandson. Like I've thought of all these things, all these years. I've written letters, but I threw them away. You know, in therapy, I kind of did stuff like that, where like you ritualize it, you like write it out and then you toss it, burn it, whatever. What would I say, right? Like, what would I say to him if I ran into him, if I knocked on his door? All these years, it's been building for 40 fucking years. Like, what would I say? And so, hey, Ann Battles. So it's changed every time I think about it. And I'm like, I would tell him I hate him. I would tell him that he hurt me. I would tell him he broke me. I would tell him like he didn't break me. I would tell him, you know, like all these things. And just recently, since I have had a connection and relationship with God, all of that's changed, funnily enough. Me either, Hope. And I just decided if I ever saw my dad, I would absolutely, I feel like I've made a decision on this because it hasn't changed in the last few months. I would tell my dad, I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I don't know why. I can't wish bad things on you. I don't want the worst for you. I would try to hug him and tell him, I love you. I love you anyway. No matter what, I love you anyway. And now my dad is at the end of his life, pretty much. He's 76 years old. He's getting there, right? And I have heard from several people that he has Alzheimer's, which really, really makes me sad. Makes me very, very, very sad that this man that I knew is no longer that man. And from the different sources, I've heard that he's not great, but his current wife kind of tries to smooth it over and make excuses for it. And it's so much worse because he's a Scientologist. So he can't get help. He can't get the care he needs. They won't take him to the doctor. And I've been sitting on this and dealing with it for a couple of months since I found this out. And I got a message today from the Clearwater Police. I got a post from the Clearwater Police that there was a silver alert on my dad and that he was lost and he didn't know who he was and no one could find him. And it really made me sad. They put up a picture of him standing in front of flag and they were like, has anybody seen this man? He's lost. And I know I'm supposed to like hate him and I can't. And all I want to do is like fly to him. I really would like to go see my dad now. And I hate that he's being abused. He has been found. This was from a couple of months ago. Someone sent it to me. He has been found, but what's awful is that he is probably now locked in a fucking closet because they don't want that to ever happen again, right? Like they don't want Scientology will do everything in their power to keep him locked away now from that happening because that's serious elder abuse and neglect. And he's not getting the care that he needs. They found him. Yeah, Lumen, they found him. So there's my dad. There's the picture that they put up of my dad. And he just looks really lost. And he just doesn't look like him anymore. And it says, Clearwater Police, update, he has been located and safe. Have you seen Howard Wally? The 76-year-old is missing from the 200 block of South Osceola Avenue this evening. He's wearing the clothing seen in this photo and has his dog with him as well. Anyone with information should call the Clearwater Police. And that's my dad. Thank you, Tyler. So nice. If Reese wants to come down here and needs a place to stay, she's more than welcome to crash in my living room. That is really nice of you, Tyler. Thank you. So, it's so sad. Like, I don't care who you are. That is so, I feel like it's been like bubbling for me. This Scientology. He looks very malnourished. I saw that too, Sophia. It's not just an abusive cult to kids. They're really abusive to older people. And I would absolutely take care of my dad. If they would let me, I would go get my dad and I would bring him here. I would make room for my dad. I worked in senior living. I feel like I could do it. I would absolutely take care of my dad and get him. I would I would get my dad the care that he needs. Um, I realize that's never going to happen. They won't let me anywhere near him. Um, but I don't. I I understand that my dad was abusive and um, really hard on his kids and his family and a lot of people. He hurt a lot of people. Um, but I don't feel like people should be punished in that way. My dad is no longer my dad, and he should get care. He should get proper care for his age and his condition, and I think that he should be under a doctor. His wife, and his wife is an OT8 Scientologist. She won't let me anywhere near him. Um, but I just think that since that post has been seen, he'll never be seen again. My dad will never be seen again by other Scientologists. He'll not be seen in the public eye. They have him put away somewhere under lock and key because it's obviously bad PR for Scientology. Um, and I don't know what the conditions are like. He looked malnourished to me. I just really, yeah, my sisters know. I just really hate it. I hate that that's how he's being treated and that he was lost. All of your feelings are valid. A silver alert was a big fear for me with my dad. I hate this for you. I'm glad he was found. I'll be praying for him and keeping praying for you. Thank you, Case Face. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for your super chat. We both know, Case Face, you and I, like I've worked in senior living. I totally understand silver alerts and typically, like when they're found, they're dealt with the proper care way, right? That was my experience working in senior living. Scientology will not do that. They will not take him to a doctor. So my sister checked on him. My sister, who can still have some kind of communication. Hey, baby Sabs, I'm just getting here. I'm so sorry. You need a break from all this stress. I just want to hug you so much. All of your feelings are valid. Your love comes through your healing. You are so under attack. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little depleted, to be honest. But thank you for saying that. I'll be all right. I mean, I'll be okay. It's just for a second there, I started to realize all of these attacks. Yeah, you can email me, Nancy. Mods can post my email. Thank you. All of these attacks I'm getting are not real. It made me think of what is real, and Scientology, focusing on the Scientology abuses, are way more worth my time than telling Marilyn Honig she's a piece of shit. She knows she's a piece of shit, and so do you guys. I'm done with that. Obviously, the guy who goes after my kid is being dealt with through the legal system, but this is what's important. Talking about these stories of abuse, showing up for that, and really hitting at Scientology, because guys, it's hard for me to talk about it, but we need to talk about it. Thank you, Baby Steps, for your super chat and just for the kind words. I love you. Thank you. The fact that you feel this deeply about your dad now shows you how much you have healed and grown emotionally and spiritually. You love him unconditionally despite what he did. Liz Trix, that's such a nice thing to say, and it's true. I do. I if they would let me, I would take my dad. I would. I would take him and I would care for him and put him somewhere where he needs to be cared for and go see him every day. He could stay with me if it wasn't that bad. I have a feeling it is that bad. Thank you for your super chat. So thank you so much, Tuck from for being a member. I appreciate that so much. My sister checked on him, okay, and I got word of that right before I went live. His wife, Kim is blue. His wife is I hate her. I absolutely hate that woman. I know her. I've met her several times. She is a absolute. She's very much stuck her claws into my dad because he had money. Let's see. My sister is so angry about the hate that I'm getting. She was like, oh my God, I want to hop on a plane. I'm so mad. So this is what his wife relayed to my sister. She said he just forgets things more now. She said he still makes, she said she makes all of his meals. And this is such a Scientology thing to say, by the way. This is pure Scientology. She makes all of his meals and he only eats clean, fresh food now. And he takes lots of vitamins. Thank you, Joelle. And my sister wrote that he's been taking vitamins his whole fucking life. That's what Scientologists do. They just take vitamins. Guys, by the time I was 5, I literally had a handful of vitamins I was taking every day. That they are huge vitamin pushers. I asked her if dad had dementia and she said it's just the start of it. So she dumbed down everything, basically. She said it started in 2024, which isn't true because a friend of my family ran into them in Omaha like a year ago. And the wife said, so it was a guy that ran into him and said, oh my God, Gene. And my dad didn't know who he was. And he's known my dad his whole life. And he was like, are you all right? They were at like a hardware store or something. And the wife said he has Alzheimer's and he's been battling it for about 10 years. So she lied and she said something totally different to my sister. Of course they're going to lie. She's an OT8, dyed-in-the-wool Scientologist. She's not going to give any of the truth here, okay? She said that he still drives. Bullshit. I don't believe that for a second. She said she said she spends all of his time with him now. He still drives, still working, but she's always with him. And my sister wrote, this is where Scientology pisses me off. He needs to see a medical professional. We know how Scientology feels about that. I told her I felt like she kept all of this from me and I don't appreciate it at all. This is my dad, and if something is going on, I have a right to know. She said she will keep me informed and keep better communication. I don't believe any of that. No, I don't believe he drives. I think she is saying all of these things so that no one is going to go, oh my God, send a welfare check. My dad is probably, it's a legal marriage, Saudi girl. My dad is literally probably locked away. He's no longer in Florida. He'll never go back to Flag because he's not useful anymore. He's walking around lost. So that's where they found him, was in Clearwater. You saw the photo. If you look at this picture, Kim is blue will know this. Not all of you will know this because you haven't been to Flag. Look at this picture of my dad. He's standing in front of the Flag building. He's standing in front of the Flag building. And that's the post from the Clearwater police. But behind him is the Flag building. So my dad was hey Monk, my dad was active at Flag. He's not even in Florida anymore. He is permanently in another location, is what his wife said. They're permanently away from Florida now. You know why? Because they cannot risk PR-wise having some guy walking around and people go, hey, Gene, my dad's been in Scientology for a very, very long time. Everybody knows my dad. He's also a humongous donor. He's given millions of dollars. So they can't risk people going, hey, Gino, hey, Gene, And he's walking around getting picked up by the police because he doesn't know where he is or who he is. So now they have taken him away and put him in an undisclosed location in another state because they can't run the risk of him being seen by any of these Scientologists. Because remember, guys, Scientology works. They don't get dementia. How could they lose their minds? The tech works. There's no way they would get Alzheimer's. They're not real humans, surely not. They don't get real life problems or body problems or cancer. Oh, wait, I forgot. John Travolta's wife died of cancer. Kirstie Alley died of cancer. I can name 10 people right now in my own private life in Scientology that died of cancer. You know why? Because they chose not to go to the fucking doctor. Instead, they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and said, I'm going to go in session. I'm going to cure this going in session. I couldn't get told or go to the doctor that I had diabetes. I was undiagnosed for years because they kept going, what are your symptoms? Oh, let's just put you in session. And when I finally went to the doctor and it was out of control diabetes, my fasting sugar was 356. My A1C was 12.4. It was completely out of control diabetes. What happened when I went back to the church about it? Well, what did you do to pull in diabetes? What did you do to pull that in? What kind of crimes did you commit? Let's get you in for a sec check, a security check. Let's put you on the cans to find out what's going on. They have these people so fucking brainwashed into believing that we can just make it change ourselves. I can clear my diabetes. I can get rid of it. Well, how the hell are you getting Alzheimer's? You know why? Because you guys are fucking humans. That's why. And you're the same as everybody else. You're not the elitist fucking people who you think you are. They are elitists. They walk around all day thinking that they're above it all, that they have the secrets to the universe. They have the tech to clear their bodies. I don't know, Rachel. And if they don't use the tech to clear their bodies and they just drop dead like they all do, somehow magically they all just die, guess what the reason for that is? Because we can't just tell everybody, oh my God, did you hear they died? Well, you can't do that because then everybody would go, wait, what? Right? We can't tell everyone that LRH died of like what, pancreatitis or had a stroke, that he was actually unhealthy. No. Our solution is, guys, I was in it for 38 years. Do you know what? Every time when someone would drop dead, which happened a lot, you know what they tell you? They chose to. Oh, they were done with this game. They were ready to start a new game. So they dropped this body. They're doing great. She's, do you know Sarah at Flag who's pregnant? Oh, she's already picked up the body in Sarah. Yeah, she's doing great. She just wanted to start a new game. Yeah, they just dropped the body. It was their choice. It was their choice because they have to be in charge. In Scientology, you call it at cause over that, which just means in control of it. I don't, Vicky C, I don't have anything against Mike Brown. Sure. These are humans. These are people's lives. These are human beings' lives and illnesses. And it's such a waste of time. It is such a waste. My father wasted his entire life and income and everything. He poured everything. He gave up his children to Scientology. He has given everything away to believe what L. Ron Hubbard fucking said. He followed him until the end of time. Hey, Holy Rogue. And for what? To be locked up somewhere now, like a fucking prisoner, not getting the proper care. I don't know if any of that's true, but I can speak to this shit pretty well. I highly, highly doubt my father is getting any kind of care. To me, it doesn't even look like he's getting much for nutrition. And they have to keep him locked away now because they cannot risk another silver alert. They cannot risk that. Do you know how bad it is that I'm showing? By the way, hit subscribe. Guys, YouTube is unsubscribing people. Like, I think some of you are getting unsubscribed. Will you please, while there's almost 400 people in here, will you please check right now and just hit the damn subscribe button? I think you guys are getting unsubscribed. It's eyes to see. It's immoral and inhumane. He cannot. Do you know how bad it is that I just showed this post? I would have shown it sooner, but I didn't know it had happened. It will make an impact. This is being watched right now by OSA, and they're scrambling, going, oh, fuck. We don't want that known. We can't let that get out to the world that this man, who is a huge Scientology veteran, massive donor, everybody knows my dad, right? Like everybody knows what every church I was ever in. I swear to God, my whole life, I would go, hi, I'm Reese Wally. And they'd go, Wally, you're not related to Gene. And I'd go, yeah, he's my dad, sort of. I mean, he won't tell you that, but, and they would go, oh my God, I love Gene Wally. I didn't even know he had kids. And I'm like, yeah, that's because he doesn't talk about us. He's ashamed of us. But yeah, that's my dad. Everybody knows my dad. But that's not also, he's not some celebrity. Anybody, Scientology's tiny, right? So anybody who's been in Scientology for 30, 40 years is well known, very well known. It's not like he's some big time hot shot. It's just kind of, it's small enough that people know. Thank you, Yadira. Yes, Jennifer Folsom. It would be the same, Jennifer Folsom, for any member because they don't want people with body problems, right? They don't want people in wheelchairs. They don't want people in a cast in their leg. They don't want people with Alzheimer's. They don't want people that are sloppy, frump dump, stinky, greasy. They don't want any of that. It's bad PR. It's really bad PR for Scientology to have anyone that doesn't look really, really fucking glowing and healthy and well. And they want people who are like, what? You're 65? I thought you were 30. Like, the tech works. My God. Like, when I was in Scientology, people said that all the time. Now I found out why. People would say to me, my mother-in-law, so many people all the time, they'd go, God, you're obviously getting a lot of auditing because you have 0 wrinkles. Like, auditing reverses aging. It's crazy. Like, look at how young Reese looks. She's obviously getting a lot of auditing. That's what they would say. Now I found out, I wish I could tell my fellow current Scientology family members, you know why we don't have any fucking wrinkles? Look at Nora. Nora has a baby face. She doesn't have 1 wrinkle. She's 50. You know why? Because we weren't allowed to show emotion. We were trained to be emotionless soldiers and completely desensitized by the age of 5. It's not the auditing. It's that we're not allowed to smile. We're not allowed to laugh. And we're not showing any fucking emotion ever. Huxley, can you let Seamus out? Do you think his wife would let him go if you told her to keep all of his money? No fucking way. They will never let me see him. They will never, ever, ever let me see him. Are you kidding? The YouTube girl? No. And it's not like I'm a big deal, YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to make myself seem like a big deal. But let's be honest. That shit would catch on like wildfire if I got to go see my dad. No way. They will never let me see him. But to be fair, they won't let anybody see him because he's a liability. He's a huge liability now. So this guy has given up his whole life to them. He's given every penny. You think my dad has a life savings? You think my dad has, hey, Allie, you think my dad has a fucking IRA or anything? No. He's given every penny he's ever made to the Church of Scientology. Okay. So now, after he's given up his kids, his income, every single fucking thing under this earth, he's given everything. They will not treat him like that. They're going to go, this dude became a liability. Lock him the fuck up. We can't afford. Like, it's not just the kids, guys. I know we love the kids and I know that we don't want the kids getting abused, but we also have to look. When I was in LA, do you remember the man in the wheelchair with the oxygen mask that the Sea Org member shoved into a door? Do you remember that guy when I waved at him and said hello and he looked so weak and he was like, hi. I was devastated by that. That broke my heart. So it's not just the kids, it's the kids and the elderly. They lock these people up. They don't want them seen. Did you see how fast he wheeled that man away from me? He didn't want that shit seen because they're weak. They're not strong-bodied, glowing, I just completed this and I'm OT8. They're not useful anymore for them. And why do you think they're parading these kids everywhere, showing them off in their little tiny 5-year-old outfits, holding up their certificates? Because those are young, able bodied little children that they see as massive income for them as they age and set a new example for the new generation of Scientologists. Fuck these old people. They don't have any use anymore. Lock them up, put them in a room. After they gave everything up, after they gave up their entire lives, my dad didn't take vacations. He didn't, it was all to Scientology. That's not unique. Leah Remini talked about that in the show. Nobody takes trips. We never took a family trip. Nobody buys really nice cars. They give all of it to Scientology. For what? So now he's lost his mind. He doesn't know who he is, what he is, or where he is, to the point where he had a silver alert and the Clearwater police posting a picture of my father saying, "Have you seen this man? This is what he was last wearing." That is a lie. He is not driving vehicles. He's not just a little bit, confused. He doesn't just forget sometimes. Bullshit. I know a fucking silver alert. I worked in senior living. He's way past confused. He was lost to the point where the police had to get involved looking for him. That is so heartbreaking for me. That is so sick. He doesn't deserve that. I hate Alzheimer's anyway. Like, oh my God. I've been also panicking about that now. I'm like, am I going to get it because my dad has it? Like, I walked into a room the other day and I was like, what am I doing in here? Now I'm all panicked about it. If that happens, like just put me out to the pasture. That's a horrible way to go. I have seen so many people with Alzheimer's and it is so, they just don't have any dignity. Like I've seen people who are completely like incontinent. They have no control over their bowels. It's so sad. I'm not shaming that. I'm saying, oh my God, please don't let this happen to me. Clearly it's happened to my father. And it makes me so fucking depressed that he's not getting care and that they're dumbing it down, going, he's fine. Yeah, Sharon, Scientology, once again, holy shit of a shock, is sweeping that under the rug and just putting my dad away somewhere where he won't be seen or a problem or a liability for anyone anymore. So no one's going to have to go, what the hell happened to Gene? What's going on with Gene? We don't want you to have to see that. So we'll put it behind the curtain and tuck it the fuck away because Gene became a problem. He's a PR liability at this point. So we're just going to tuck Gene in a room so that we never have the police looking for him again because the police and Scientology don't mix. Remember Mike Brown's mother's story? I think her name is Rosemary. It is. The elder abuse in Scientology is fucking horrifically demonic, baby steps. It's horrible. Thank you for your super chat. I also just have a very special place. You guys know this. It's not a surprise. It's not a shock. I very, very much care for the elderly. I love elderly people. Seniors will forever be, to me, the best generation, the greatest group of people. They have so much wisdom. They have so much as far as stories. What did I see the other day? Damn, I don't know if I saved it. I could have sworn I saved that. Why wouldn't I have saved that? That was such a great quote. Every time I see a really cool quote, I save it. And I can't recreate it. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was like when the person dies, like the story's over. It ends. Like make sure that you connect with your grandparents, any older people. They will sit down. I mean, what is everyone else doing these days? This. Oh, I'm listening to you. What? Uh-huh. Yeah, what'd you say? Old people don't do that. They are willing to sit with you for hours and hours. Think of what all the things they've seen and heard in life. It's just it's full of wisdom. They're little gems of wisdom. Like, why wouldn't you take advantage of that and become friends with every old person under the sun? And they're so ridiculed too. It's just a joke. People see an old person, they're like, they think you have to scream because they can't hear, or worse, they think you've lost your mind. So they're just senile, right? People are typically sharp till the day they go. They're incredible. It's like I feel like people just look at old people like wallpaper. They just walk right past them like they don't exist. I'm like, you realize that's like an entire 90 years of beautiful gems and stories and lessons and perspectives and wisdom that like you're just ignoring. They know so much. They are like the key to the universe. Are you serious? Oh, I love seniors, guys. I love seniors. I do not ever want to see children get abused either. But that those are the two topics in Scientology. Besides the abuse of just tearing up and tearing apart families. But I mean, it's Maisie. It is so tragic. Stopping by to say hi. I hope Tommy's better. Thank you, Brandy. He's in the hospital, hopefully going to get an ablation of his heart tomorrow. So thank you, babe, and thank you for being a member. Uh, I just, thank you for your service as a nurse. I love elder people as well. I was a nurse for 40 years. It's so cool. You've heard it. You know then what I'm saying. You've sat and listened to so many stories, right? Of people. Hold on a minute. I have to blow my nose. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I see. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button when I unmuted it. I love nurses, Neptunes. I love, and appreciate nurses so much. Um, oh, happy days, no doubt. Like it's just wild to me how old people get treated like they don't know anything or like they're dumb. I'm like, you realize that's like 70, 80, 90 years. That's like 7, 8 to 9 decades of just pure information, wisdom, stories, loss. Talk about loss, love. Like it's crazy. I'm like, you realize like they're just walking gifts of life and people just don't take advantage of that. It's wild to me. Hey, Sikorsky. Yeah, first day of the rest of your life, my dad should get the care he needs. He deserves that. At this point, thank you, David Booley. But instead, I mean, ask, people like Kim is Blue. She knows way more than I do about this kind of thing, as far as how Laura FM knows, Tori would know, who really focus on the seniors aspect of Scientology. And don't even get me started on how seniors are treated in the Sea Org, right? They are like just put up in a dorm. Like they don't get care. They work them pretty much until they drop dead. But they also work them like if they can't work, the 16-hour a day shifts like they normally do 7 days a week. King's Kid, I just saw it on the Clearwater Police thing post. And then if they can't work the 16-hour a day shift, they'll make them work like 8 or 9 hours a day. Like they just, it makes me think of that scene in, and I know it's supposed to be a funny movie, but that scene in Happy Gilmore when he puts his grandma in the nursing home and Ben Stiller is like super evil. and like he's forcing them to work and like make quilts and shit. That was a funny spin on that, although I don't think it's funny. That's pretty much the Sea Org. Yeah, Allie, for sure. I am just distraught about this. I like I say, I just heard about it very shortly before I went live, and it's probably going to take me a little bit to process that. I'm going to be emotional about it for a little while. I'm sure that they have been hoping to God that I was never going to see that because, well, again, I'm not some big channel. Like, I'm not trying to make it seem like I make massive, massive impacts in the Scientology realm. There are people, including Aaron, who I'll give credit to here, who are doing way more than me to expose the evils of Scientology. Like, let's credit where credit's due. Like, I don't feel like I do a good enough job pointing in the direction of we have to get something done about this. I think because I am the newest one out and this shit affects me so much more. I don't know how long Aaron has been out, but a lot of these guys have been out for a much longer time than I have. And I feel like they're probably a little bit more healed from it. Love you, Critters Creations. Oh God, no. Don Paraso? No way. But like Nancy just said, I make an impact on stuff like this because they don't like being exposed. And they don't like being exposed with proof. And so I know that while I have this tiny little tugboat of a channel, we make it go, right? And we do make things get seen and noticed. It's just not on a big grand scale. So I think that the more we talk about it, the better it will be. I don't know where to start. I would love to do something to try to help my father. I'd like to be able to go see my dad. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do any of that, but I would love to see with, hey, Joel Sachs, I would love to see with my own eyes the care that my dad is getting, because I don't believe King's Kid. I don't know. I just saw it on the Clearwater PD post. I have no idea who reported him missing. That I don't know. Maybe that's why the campaign against you has been so heavy. Get her off YouTube before she finds out. Yeah, DJS. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think it's like that detrimental though, Debbie, if I were to find that out. It's not like that's going to take down Scientology. Kim is Blue, he was found in January. So this was a while back. For all I fucking know, my dad is dead. Like, usually when someone is that far gone with Alzheimer's, it's not like they live for years and years and years. I don't know. And if my dad dies, I don't know how I'll find that out. Speaking of death, this is another one that I was like, whoa. Do you guys know Dan O'Connor? You know how I've talked about him many, many, many times, right? And Kathy. You know Kathy? Remember Kathy was the one on the phone call? Dan and Kathy are brother and sister. Yeah, Liz Ferris. I don't believe my dad is okay. I don't think anyone is there for him. I wish he would reach out, but they don't even let me tell me if he passes. I'm so sorry, Liz. Sadly, all of us ex-Scientologist kids like you are in the same boat. Now I'm happy, Liz, to join hands with you and be in that boat with you. That's all I can do, though, because you know that they are a tight-lipped and locked up cult, and we're never going to get to know. You know, I worry about Sterling's dad. I worry about Lara FM's dad. Like, they're all in the same boat. DJS, my dad's name is Gene. The post says Howard. His legal name is Howard, but he's never gone by that. His name is Gene. Do Scientologists do obituaries? So thank you, first day of the rest of your life. That is so nice. They don't, Debbie Zito, and that's a problem. And the reason I know that is because Dan O'Connor and Kathy, I've talked about them a lot. Dan O'Connor is the one who hit me with the fax machine. Their mom was a part of the fax machine story. Do you remember the story I said about Linda, who went, Look at her. She's fucking out to lunch. Linda Nelson was their mother, a fiery Irish redhead who um, was the most destructive, single handedly, the most abusive physically Scientologist I had ever seen in my entire upbringing in Scientology. My ex husband, Huxley's father, Michael, would tell you the same thing. I could name 10 people right now that would go, Linda Nelson haunted my fucking nightmares for decades. Linda Nelson was the meanest, most fire breathing, horrific woman. I saw her so many times pick up metal chairs in the academy. The academy is the room where you do your courses and study, where you go on course. The academy, she would pick up metal chairs and throw them at my mother-in-law. Hey, Kirsty Collins. She'd pick them up and go, Brenda! And she'd chuck metal heavy chairs at my mother-in-law, Brenda. She was the most, yep, Kim is blue. I just found out she died. This is the Scientology post for it. Celebrating the life of Linda Carroll Nelson. Memorial service at the Church of Scientology. So she won't have a real funeral, right? Thank you, DJS. I don't know, Don Pariso. She won't have a real funeral, but she died. And if you look at the date, she was young, guys. She's my mom's age. She was 71 years old. Hey, Nicole Bell, what did she die of? I mean, we'll never know. My good friend Liz, she died at 61. Like, what are these people dying of? They work them to death. They probably get body symptoms and they ignore it and don't go to the doctor. Yeah, Eric, there you go. So it's just really sick how these people get treated at the end of life, especially, like I said, they're veteran Scientologists. So like my dad, you would think, this is how I look at it, my father should be treated like a king because it's like he's put in his time, right? He's put in all of his money. And you'd think as Scientologists get older, they'd be treated better. That's how I would think, because they're like, thank you, we're indebted to you. Thank you for everything you've done. You helped build this cult up, right? Like, but no, they cast him off and they treat him like shit. And they go, you're not useful for us anymore because you've lost your marbles. So we're going to go lock you in a home now, in a closet. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you my father is locked, literally locked somewhere, because that silver alert is a huge, guys, you do not get the police involved with Scientology. You don't do that. There's no reportings. Do you think when I was shoved against that filing cabinet and that guy harmed my body by doing that and shoving his tongue down my throat when I was 16. Do you think that when I reported that, they were like, we have to report this. We're mandated reporters. We have to report this with the police department. He assaulted sexually a minor. No one cared. I got in trouble for that. So my dad being a report out for the police looking for him, they were losing their shit over that. They were losing. My guess, I don't think his wife reported him missing. If I had to guess, he got lost. He didn't know who he was. And my guess is probably some kind person just probably said, this dude, look, I mean, that's where, let's be honest, that's where a lot of silver alerts come from, is usually some civilian will go, this dude doesn't look right. He's lost. I mean, someone might have just called 911 and said, hey, I just spoke with this man. He's got a dog, but he doesn't seem to know where he is. That's probably what happened. Did the police call me about the silver alert? Fuck no. The police don't know that Gene Wally has children. Hey, Jamie Palmer. Oh, God, no. They're not going to know he had kids, Kim. Not at this point. I mean, he hasn't had kids in his life for decades. No, they would probably locate his wife. But if I had to guess, he probably took his dog, like they said, and went out, and he got recognized that he didn't know where he was. He didn't know his whereabouts. And so a silver alert was placed on him. And they probably notified his wife, is what I would. There's no, I mean, I would not believe for a second an OT8 Scientologist would call the police and say, my husband's missing. Because this was at Flag too, Kim. No, no, no. The police didn't call me. This was at Flag, Kim. So also, what she probably would have done is go, every Sea Org member, get out and scatter and look for Gene. They would not have called the police. There's just no fucking way. There's no way they would have called the police on that. They would have sent out mass missions of people looking for him. I think probably some civilian called 911 and said, this guy doesn't seem right. Something's not right. He's lost. I agree with this very much. Well, hey, Bison. Oh my God. I thought you left my channel. You've been with me forever. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for saying hello. Gosh, I haven't seen you in years. Yeah, it's heartbreaking, Maisie. And maybe this is a nudge from above to lean toward helping the Scientology elderly, give them a voice. That's where I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. That's where, yeah, I agree with you, Maisie, but what can I do? What can I do? I'll fly to Clearwater. I will figure out the funds and I will fucking fly to Clearwater. Like, I'll go wherever I need to go, but I don't know what to do when I get there. I'll go to Congress. Like, what do I do? Where do I start? Where do I go? Who do I tell? Who do I report to? C-Dubs, he has been found. He has been located. Yes. Marlugo, you were in the shower. I have ill thoughts of your father because of stories, but I'm so proud of you. You've gotten to this place. It takes a lot to be able. Thank you, Marlugo. I love you. I hope you had a nice shower. Miss you, babe. Hey, Mrs. Patty Cake. Yeah, happy days. How did I find out? My sister told me, Lenora Gray. My sister told me today. She texted me and said, I have something I need to tell you. And I was like, what? And she said, I found this and I don't know what to do. She said, I reached out to his wife and she was like, this is really troubling. I don't know if you want to know this. And I saw the post and I was like, oh my God, that is so disturbing. Do Scientologists carry ID? Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if Sea Org, I don't know if people who've been in the Sea Org for 70 years have ID. My guess would be no on that. But Sea Org members aren't out walking. They're on base is what they call it. He's not, Debbie. He's not in Nashville. I know that. Yeah, Joanne Hawley. People like my father who've lived a life in the real world. Absolutely. Yeah, my dad has a driver's license. He would carry his ID with him for sure. Yes. Hey, Punisher, team up with Nora and Liz and any other ex-Scientologists who want to go to Congress. Nora knows all about that stuff. Okay, DNV. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to team up with Nora and anybody else about this. I would team up with ex-Scientologists who hate me. Like, what we need to be focusing on, guys, is not this nitty gritty, stupid gossip fest bullshit. And I've been a part of it. I'm not pointing fingers at them. I hold myself in that accountable as well. But we need to be focused on the fucking goal here, which is Scientology and taking them down and exposing their fucking crimes. Not this, he said this, and I heard that Jenna said that, and then Sterling, and fuck all of that noise. It's so stupid, and that's what they want us doing, and it divides the crowd. Now, I realize everything I just said, hey, summertime, is never going to happen. That's just me talking out loud. I realize no one's going to grow up and mature and fucking see the light, that's what we need to be focused on. Nobody's going to do that. We're going to continue to just nip at each other's heels and act like fucking idiots. Proud of you, PP. I love and miss you. Hey, everyone. Shout out from the ICU here. Poor Tommy. Tommy is bored and possibly a little loopy. Yeah, Bison, possibly a little loopy. I could say that. Thank you, Lindsay. I could say that if I showed you his text to me today, but I won't be doing that. Hey, dreamers. Thank you. Tommy has been sending me, I just want you guys to know he's definitely in good spirits. flirtation wise. Like, no problems there. Even if he's on his deathbed one day, I feel like Tommy is still going to be like, hey, babe, because he's showing signs of that for sure. So I just want you all to know that I am sad for him. I'm extremely worried, and I would do anything to be there. If I could figure out to be there, I'd be there. But I just want you to know that he is still in good spirits as far as the flirtatious behavior has not gone away. So I do feel like there's still a little bit of fight left in that old man. He's gonna pull through. Yeah, we need to lift all the senior Scientologists up in prayer. We do. DJS, I agree with that so much. And being flirty is a good sign. Tonight I had an orange soup. Okay, maybe we don't need to know everything. Orange was the color. I couldn't identify the flavor. Then I had boiled chicken and a drink that may have had tea, maybe something else. Are you sure you're not remembering just like some memory from prison? That sounds like maybe you were like when you were in Victorville. Are you sure that's right? I think they're just giving him some good drugs. Babe, Ecuador has good food. So why would they give you orange soup and boiled chicken and something that looked like tea? That sounds like prison. Sweet potato soup? It sounds like Leavenworth to me, Kim is Blue. Carrot soup? Oh my God. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to stream tomorrow. But if you don't see me tomorrow, here's why. I'm not a big meat eater. And I really don't like meat. I force myself to eat it sometimes, but I really don't like it. Every time I eat meat, I feel like Hannibal Lecter. Now, I love Hannibal Lecter, but I don't love his life choices. Punisher, he was having extreme pain while breathing. Tommy was in Victorville. You can ask him for what yard he was on and shit, and he'll give you the real answer. Unlike fake poser prison pussy man. Lifeboat says eyebrows wagging. He's still got it, everybody. He's still got it. Don't feel that sorry for Tommy. Although, hey, babe, I just want you to know, Debbie Love and Life sent you something on PayPal, or she said she was going to. Neptunes, I think, gave you something on Venmo, which I didn't know you had a Venmo. And my mods posted your PayPal in the chat. I'm not asking people to go give you money, but some people have asked for it, and there it is. Thank you for helping Tommy out. He's had a rough month. Doesn't seem to be getting much better right now. So if you want to go give him $5 or something, it's no different than a super chat if you prefer. What yard? I was at Lowell. Tommy, what yard were you on? Okay, while Lindsay gets her questions answered. So I don't love meat. Hey, Pepper Jelly, did you have a birthday the other day? Happy birthday if you did. Look at Megan Roberts. I super chatted him a tiny donation. Thank you, Megan. That's really, really nice. Guys, I found some nutritionist online, and I'm going to make every effing recipe under the sun. I'm going to go tomorrow and get the ingredients. She makes stuff with chickpeas. I love chickpeas. I was at the Deuce at Victorville FCI 2. Mar Lugo, you're getting it from all sides, Reese. Buy yourself a little something from Binion. Oh my God, something to bring a smile. I just love when you say his name. I love Binion. I wish you guys could see him. Mar Lugo put an outfit on him on our Zoom chat, and it was so cute. And he went and got his hair cut, and he was so pissed about it. And he's so cute. I can't get over Binion. It's too much. Plus, just the name Binion. Mar, that was a giant super chat, by the way. Thank you. I got blinded, though, by Binion. Binion has a crush on Gert. He watches her OnlyFans. God, you're cute, Mar. That is so cute. Thank you for the huge super chat. That was really nice. His pulse is not down. No, Tommy's pulse is still high. Okay, for those that care, just for a second, I'm going to go in the morning and buy all the ingredients for this. So this is one of them. Let's all watch it real quick. She makes everything out of chickpeas. Reese, let's go to Vegas when Tommy is better. Let's run away. Lindsay, I'm getting mixed signals from you because I thought yesterday I overspoke and I said too much. And the other day you said you would never be a lesbian because you said that women talk too much and you don't have any other friends that talk as much as I do. So now you want to run away with me? I feel like you're just sending me mixed signals and now I'm confused. Like, are we going to do this thing or not? Because I said that I thought you were cute. Like I stepped out there and like risked my neck for you and then you rejected me and you were like, I don't like, you took your like gorgeous hair and you were like flipping it and you were like, I couldn't be a lesbian because Reese fucking talks too much. And I was like, oh shit. You just like went in for the big guns. I was like, okay. I was going to take you to Ecuador with me. Quite honestly. Hey, Just Jen, I'll let myself out. You've derailed. Babe, I have no lesbian tendencies whatsoever. But it's interesting because Lindsay was like, I don't mind vagina. And I was like, oh, well, I do. Like, I've said this 100 times. Vaginas are just a disgusting, glistening cave of innards. Vaginas are literally like a Thanksgiving turkey where you're like, oh. And I don't know what that feels like, to be honest. I've never made a turkey, but I have pulled my period cup out and it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing as stuffing a turkey. You have to reach up into your fucking spleen and pull that shit out. And it feels every time I do it, no joke. This is the claw for the cup. Every single time I do it, I go, oh, and it's my own vagina that I'm doing that to. I'm shaming my own vagina. Can you imagine if I were a lesbian? I'd be like, oh God, I don't want to touch it. I'd be like, oh, it's so gross. It's slimy. It feels like raw chicken. I'd keep my eyes closed. You know why? If I opened my eyes, I would judge the shit out of it. And I'd be like, what is that? I'd be like, what is that? And then I'd be like this, click, taking a picture. And then I'd be like, that, what is that? What is that? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I want to make this chickpea thing. So this lady makes all kinds of shit out of chickpeas instead of meat. She's a nutritionist. I'm going to make this tomorrow and probably 5 other dishes because I'm stressed out. I'm really depressed that I'm not around Tommy. Oh, yeah. Shelly Kelly, vaginas are basically just raw chickens. Yeah, just raw chicken guts. That's what a vagina is. It's just a bunch of messed up, fucking smashed together raw chicken guts. Every time Tommy is there, I'm like, how could you love that thing so much? He talks to her. He's like, hello, you. And he uses his all right, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to start upsetting people. Well, Lindsay, look, I'm excited about our relationship. I just didn't think it was going anywhere because you were like, I don't love women that talk. I just hate fucking people named Reese that talk too much. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. I was like, and then I was like, me? And she's like, no, my other friend Reese. She was like, but I just can't stand chatty ass bitches. And I was like, okay. Like, so you're cool with raw chicken vaginas. You just don't like people who have a motor mouth. That's fine. That's cool. Like I can take a fucking hint. Like I'm fine. No big deal. I don't take it personally. So let's just all look at this recipe because I think I'm going to make it tomorrow. Lindsay. Lindsay was like, I also look like Liv Tyler. And she was like, I just don't like you like chubby bitches, like all you overweight, sweaty bitches. Just real quick. I know this has been a weird stream and I can take it from like tears to laughter. And that's just my gift, I guess. But is it true that only fat people sweat? I'm starting to worry because when I was in Ecuador, I was the only person that was like, my face was dripping off and like my fupa, like everything was dripping. Like I had like sweat running down my thighs. And I noticed that everybody else was fine. And I was like, ugh, like I looked like a soul food cook. And then I went out with my mom today and I was like, and I was sweating and like nobody else was. And I was like, oh my God, is this because of my BMI? Like, is this a fat person thing? Am I the only one that's like not getting it? I can't take the fucking hint. I saw no thin people sweating, but I was like, again, looking like a raw chicken with legs. I was like glistening in the sun. And I was like, is it just because I'm fat that I'm sweating so much? Okay. Everyone's saying no. I started to get really self-conscious about it. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm fat. I forgot that I was fat." I was like, and you're not sweating, and I am." It's weird though. Like I am really sweaty. Yeah, I was like, is this my BMI talking to me right now? Everywhere. It was everywhere. I had like my elbows were sweating. I was like, my arm taint, that weird spot right here that's like useless but like sensitive. I call that an arm taint. That thing was sweating. I was like, what's happening? Your wife sweats more than you, it will drip off her. Like, yeah, it's gross and embarrassing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fat. I forgot I was fat. Like, I totally forgot. Um, yeah, today is confusing and I apologize for this stream. Let's talk about this recipe real quick because I'm going to go to the store in the morning. Let's pick which recipe you think I should make. Everybody pick one, okay? So here's the first one. Let's look at this together because I want this. I want it bad.
So all I'm saying is if you're the person at the party who brings this, you're going to be the most popular one there. If you've been around here for a while, you know exactly what to expect. But if you're new here, yeah, we like chickpeas a lot. This is my buffalo chickpea dip because yes, I do believe you can replace chicken with chickpeas in just about any recipe. And this spicy, creamy buffalo chickpea dip should be next on your list. Let me know if you try it out and happy eating.
Holy shit. I want that bad. I love buffalo sauce. Okay. Let's decide between that. Oh, not that one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Punisher, I'm pretty overweight, man. I'm like 180 pounds. I put it away in different places, but I'm definitely fat. Okay, let's hold on, Lens. What about this one? You know those cool I don't think you have to cook chickpeas. They're just in a can. You know those cool roll-ups that everybody takes to a potluck, but I don't eat them, but they're like a bunch of shit. Oh, really, Kimberly Martin? It's like a bunch of shit on a tortilla. You wrap up the tortilla and then you slice it. So it's like little things and you eat them. And it's usually like turkey or chicken. And I don't eat them because of that. They're like roll-ups. Look at this. I think I want to make this.
This high-protein lunch takes 10 minutes to make, 0 cooking, and somehow tastes like jalapeno poppers. Welcome back to Chickpea Friday, where I share some fresh inspiration for that can of chickpeas in your pantry. On the menu today are my 15-minute chickpea pinwheels. They have all the fillings and flavor of a good jalapeno popper, but with protein and fiber, they're filling enough to eat as a meal. And if you're new here, be sure to follow. I'm a nutritionist and sensory scientist who shares new chickpea recipes every Friday.
4 days.
Okay, that's a yes. So pinwheels. Okay, I call them weird roll-ups. All right, so there's that. The buffalo chicken dip. Look at this shit. Okay, so let's make a decision. I think we should make all 3, but I'm not going to.
Welcome back to Chickpea Friday, where I share some fresh inspiration for that can of chickpeas in your pantry. And this is the kind of recipe that you're going to want to prep and keep in your freezer at all times because it is so easy and full of flavor. It's basically chicken tortilla soup, but with chickpeas. You basically throw everything frozen into the slow cooker with some broth, and then right before serving, stir in just a little bit of cream cheese to make it nice and creamy, along with some cilantro and lime juice. Such an easy vegetarian dinner. I can't wait for you to try it.
Oh, holy shit, yes. I'm so glad I found this lady. And I love chickpeas. Here's the thing, guys. I have a hummus addiction. Yes, love in life. I eat hummus almost every day. Mar Lugo, holy shit. So Mar Lugo, you just gifted me a super chat. I think I'm going to use it and go to the store. Lindsay, I'm with you. I think I'm going to make the first one. The soup does sound really good, but I also really want that buffalo dip. Oh my God, I want it so bad. It's probably going to give me the raging shits, but it will be one of those things where you're like, oh, that was worth it. That was worth it. Plus, Tommy's not here. That's how I feel. I'm like, I don't shave as much anymore. I take a shit like Jeff. Huxley literally today was like, did Jeff stop by this morning? I was blowing up my toilet and I have no idea why. It sounded like Jeff. Courtney Ann. No, it's on Facebook. What is her name? Her name is Live, Eat, Learn. I'd rather be fat than ugly. This is kind of a good point. I'd rather be fat than ugly. You know what? I'm going to say that to my haters from now on. Well, at least I'm not ugly. If you catch what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that sounds so good, even though I'm going to fart like Jeff. I make a mean chicken Southwestern take on tortilla soup. I do love a tortilla soup. I'm just not a big meat eater. And chicken freaks me out. Whenever there's chicken in something, I have to like inspect it because there's always veins in it. And it's like, I don't know how human beings eat meat. How do you guys not put it in your mouth and you're like you hit a tendon, you hit a tube, you hit a bone. There's always something when I'm Hannibal Lectering it. I feel like a fucking cannibal. I'm like, oh my God, what is it? And you pull it out, and it's like a vein. And I'm like, how does this happen? How come people eat meat? I always have a tendon stuck in my mouth. And I'm like, what's going on? Why do people eat this? What are you guys doing with your lives? Oh, God, I can't. I put a piece of meat in my mouth, I chew it around for a second, and I'm like, oh, that's no big deal. It's just a brain. Ooh, make both the dip and the roll ups in the buffalo dip. Oh my God, Liz, you're such a genius. Yeah, I do love chili rellenos. And I realized that I just said relleno, and that's not how you say it, but I also say pico di gallo. So pretty American up in here. Even though when I go to Ecuador, they can't tell me from the rest. They think I blend right in. I do love chili rellenos. I love them so much, Mar, and maybe I could come to your house sometime and you could make them for me. Not in a creepy way. Meat is gross. It's so gross. How come you guys don't look at that shit before you eat it? Okay, I do eat bacon, Lumen. Sometimes I'll eat bacon, but if it has like a weird spot on it or like a dark spot, no, I throw it in the trash. It freaks me out. I've never had pork chops. I've never had ham. Never. I've had bacon, but I've never had ham. It's pink. It's fucking pink. Do you realize you're putting that into your mouth and it's pink? Like, is it undercooked? Does it need to be cooked more? And why does it have holes in it? Why does it have veins in it? Why is it chewy? You're chewing on a tendon. You don't care? I used to watch Jeff eat, and he would get like porterhouses or some shit. What is the thing that you dip in the au jus, and it's like basically just a plate of fat? What is that you dip in au jus? It's like this giant disgusting piece of meat, and it's just like gelatin fat. What is that? Help me. How come no one knows? Prime rib. Okay, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Heather Huckleberry. He would get prime rib, and it was just fat. It was just nothing but like clear gelatin fucking fat. And he'd cut through it, and it would like look at me and flip me off before he put it in his mouth. And I was like, it's so gross. And he'd be like, the fat's the best part. And I was like, I'd rather eat human being. Oh, I do love brisket. Yeah, no, this isn't. Yeah, I do love brisket. Brisket's delicious. But that's the other thing. Whenever I ordered brisket in Kansas City, I would say to the chef and the server, I would go, cook this shit so hard that I break my crowns on it. I want it burnt to the crisp. I want it no fat. Same with if I eat a steak, I eat a filet, and I'm like, I don't want any fat on that shit. I don't want to see it. Butterfly it and turn it into leather. I want to have a hard time cutting it. I want to break my teeth on it. I do not eat meat that's bleeding, that's raw. Don't even talk to me about it. Chicken liver? No. But that's one of the reasons I got divorced. Honestly, Punisher, that dude ate kidneys. I think he did this just to be an asshole. He just eat a plate of kidneys. He would eat livers. He fucking ate raw hamburger meat. He would go to the store, get raw hamburger meat, stand in the kitchen, salt and pepper it, and eat it raw. And then in restaurants, he would eat it raw. What do they call that? Tartar, with a cracked raw egg on it. And he would sit there and eat that shit in front of me. And I was like, well, I want to die. It was so. Have I ever had scrapple? No. This is why, like, when I go to, I don't know why I'm so fat. I do. I know why. I ate a box of mac and cheese last night, but that was because I was feeling lazy. Normally, I will go lay out a entire pan of vegetables, sprinkle that shit with olive oil and everything bagel seasoning, and I'll eat the shit out of that. I am not a meat eater, though. This ring is too big and I wish I had gotten a smaller size. When you ask for meat cooked to leather, you're going to get the worst cut of meat in the kitchen. Well, that's fine. I eat a steak maybe once a year, so I don't really care. Yeah, that marriage should have never happened, even just based on food choices. Yeah, he is, Shelly. Do you remember he would stand in the kitchen and eat a jar of herring and cream? Herring fish with like milky cream in a jar, and he would eat that shit. And I was like, I can't be here. I don't want to, I can't support this. I don't consent to this. Like, I can't be around it. Luckily, Tommy doesn't eat like that, but it was so horrific to watch. He ate everything raw. He would get his steaks cooked blue. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Like where they just flash it, like throw it into the grill for like 30 seconds and then it's like raw. He liked everything raw and it made me want to die. Oh my God. Your mom loves herring, chicken livers. Speaking of die, I'd rather be dead. I would just rather be dead. I would rather eat dirt. Like if I had a choice and you put that on a plate in front of me, I would go out into my yard right now and just eat leaves. Absolutely not. Oh yeah, Bigsy. So great. Oysters. Yes. I forgot about that, Marissa Martin. I'm triggered. Jeff would eat oysters around the clock. He would just, and then he would in our kitchen, he would open a can of sardines and just eat them. These things had fucking eyeballs. What kind of a person? Where do you come from that you're going to eat something with the eyeballs still intact? Why would you eat something with eyes? What are you doing with your, like, what kind of choice is that? That just doesn't feel, it's not, I don't think so. I don't think it's right. Night, Tammy. Love you, babe. I don't, how do you crunch on something that's blinking at you? It just doesn't, oh my God, Marlugo. I love you, but we're just going to have to share chili rellenos. Cindy G, I love you, babe. Really sick stuff, guys. I know Angie Mo. I don't know. I'm not sure how it happened for me, but thank God I escaped that. Yeah, Tash Bits, it's horrible. What a weird stream. We started out like funny and lighthearted. The thick in the middle of it was just like devastating news, and we cried and cried. And then we came out and the sun came out at the end. And I think it's like the Wizard of Oz. Like it started out, well, actually that started out pretty rough, but we ended it well. I think that it ended nice. I think also I'm trying to avoid and be in denial about this. Neptune, stop it. I think I'm just trying not to think about it. So I'm thinking about happy, funny, silly things like vaginas being like raw chickens. I don't food shame people. I do, Nancy. I'll be the one to do it for you. Thank you. Nope. I'm going to food shame you every time I see you eat something with eyeballs. Thank you, Kat. And I love you too. Cindy G, you don't have to. I just gave a update on Tommy. Tommy came in. He was a little loosey-goosey. And Cindy G, I gave a sad update on my father. One of my best memories of my father and I on a Saturday eating sardines sauteed in a corn tortilla. Aww. You have a lot of good memories of your dad, Marlugo, and I love that for you. That's actually pretty cool. I like that memory. And I love you. Thank you, Mar. I'm so glad I got to see you. I don't get to see you very often. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, you got me, Punisher. I don't know what Scrapple is. Thank you, Cindy G. Guys, thank you for sending mods. Thank you for posting Tommy's PayPal. If you guys want to give him something, that's really nice of you. Don't feel obligated to do it. Thank you for super chatting me tonight. That was super kind. It always helps so much, me and Huxley. So, oh my God, octopus. Oh God. Oh my God. When I was in Ecuador a couple weeks ago, I ordered avocados, just a plate of avocados. I just wanted some avocados with this delicious vinaigrette that they make homemade. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. It's a long story, Ms. Weedy Poo. You might want to go back to the middle of this to see it. And the kid didn't speak English, which is fine. None of them do. So I have it on the Translate app and I put it in Translate and I gave him my order and he came back like 3 minutes later and he goes, "Do you want the octopus raw?" And I was like, I was like, don't bring me an octopus. Don't fucking, I always say when I'm in, I got to figure out what the word is for fish. Whenever I'm in a restaurant, I always go, no carne, no carne, no meat. I always say that, no meat, no meat. and the kid was talking about octopus, and I was like, don't bring me a fucking octopus. Have you guys seen that Sally Field movie? I haven't seen it, but my mom just read the book and it broke me. And we were driving down the road the other day and I started crying. And she was like, and then it died and they were holding hands and the octopus like knew her life story. And I was like, no, mom. I was like, no, I don't want to know this shit. My mom's the worst. She'll be like, did you hear about the dog that was run over last week? I'm like, Mom, Diane. And she'll be like, this book is so sad, Reese. It's about an octopus that became best friends with Sally Field, and it could tell her future, and it told her about her past, and it knew her child, and it saved her life. And I was like, Mom. And then she was like, and then it dies in the end. And I was like, okay. Hey, Mrs. Carson, I don't want to know that shit. Do not bring me an octopus. There's nothing worse. I don't even remember where I was or what I was saying. I just got really choked up about that. I don't want to know. I don't want to read the book. I don't want to read it. Octopus are super smart though, Punisher. And apparently they only live like 4 fucking years. I didn't want to know that either. I thought they lived like those turtles for like hundreds of millions of years. I thought octopus were just like 200 years old. They only live like 4 years. The avocados were so good, Cindy G. Yes. Now Tommy orders it all the time. He's like, I go down there and get those avocados. Johnny does too. They're like, we love that avocado thing you ordered. Are you surprised? Come on. Yeah, Mar-Lugo. My mom does that shit to me all the time. It's too much. Yeah. Your mom does it all the time? Yeah. My mom's always like, did you hear about this heartbreaking story? I'm like, Diane, tell it to somebody else. Find a group. Start a channel. Damn, girl. I was like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So we're going to stick to what's real. I got to get a new bra. I really got to get a new bra. Thank you for listening. Please hit subscribe. I'm going to check right now. One of you better hit subscribe. I feel like YouTube is unsubscribing people and no one cares. It's just like nobody's paying attention to it. Nobody hit subscribe during this whole fucking stream. 400 people in here. Not one of you can hit subscribe. Is that just too much to ask? I don't ask for money. I ask you to subscribe and I ask you to hit the like button. Just hit the damn like button, right? Then go about your way. Crawdads. Oh my God. I expect one of you to do it. I'm going to count to 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4. Not one mother effer. Sarah Kramer, you are subscribed. Yeah, all of you are subscribed. I know. I'm like yelling at you to subscribe and you're all subscribed. Like, this is it, Reese. It's not going to get any better than this. It's all of us. You're not going to get any new people and it's not going to get any better. That's okay. Fine. Whatever. Hit subscribed if you're not subscribed, but we know you are. Haters. Tom Bailey. Come on. Fake curtain beard man. Fake prison man. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, but I am going to go to the store and I'm going to make the buffalo chickpea dip. And then I'm going to tell you what it's like. And then it's going to change your life and it's going to change my life. And everybody's going to make buffalo chickpea dip. And you guys are going to be like, holy shit, where has this been my whole life? I could never eat calamari. I've never had fish in my life, Punisher. I've never had a piece of shrimp. I've never had fish. It stinks. It's slimy. It's like a vagina. There's probably a good chance we're all subbed. Mar-Lugo, you gave me enough. Binion paid for your chickpeas. Marble wants to pay for your sunflowers. Marble is such a pretty dog. Sunflowers make me smile. I love you, Mar-Lugo. I wish we lived closer. I love Mar-Lugo. She's been with me forever, and I love that lady. Thank you. Thank you for the giant super chats. That was so nice of you. Stop insulting vaginas, Reese. Okay, fine. You're right. Mine is getting upset and depressed as we speak. Thank you for being subscribed. Thank you for the super chats. Styro, you are better than any book or movie. I laughed. Brief and then wet my pants. Thanks, Reese. I do tend to cause people to either spit out drinks or piss their pants. And I'm sorry that I did that to you. I don't know what I'm going to say. It's not like I have a skit. It's not like I'm sitting here with notes, like, make sure you make them talk about the, guys, I don't even know what's going to happen on these streams. So I apologize for people who've lost their bowels, their bladders, and their drinks in their mouths or choked and died. I don't know. What if somebody choked? What if we don't see certain people anymore because they're single and they live alone and I made them laugh and they choked on a prune and fucking died and they're still in there and nobody's found them? Could I be arrested for that? I wonder if they would press charges for that against me. I don't want to know. No one tell me that. Punisher, that is so nice, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker, guys. I love you all. Let's hope that's never happened. Let's hope everybody's alive. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon and I'll tell you about the buffalo chickpea dip. I love you guys. Thank you. Hey, T. Thank you for the prayers for Tommy. Thank you for helping Tommy and the prayers for my dad. That was very kind of you. Mods, I love you guys, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Here comes Fred.